Anthony Ferraro, Dan Mancina. Two blind guys collide to bring you Four Bad Eyes Podcast.
And we're back. How is
Four Bad
everyone
Eyes
doing?
too, guys.
Four Bad Eyes on the mic.
I'm doing good. I almost burnt my house down today.
No, you didn't.
Fire in the kitchen. Fire in the kitchen.
There was not a fire in the kitchen.
There is a small flame in the kitchen today.
Was the alarm going off?
No. So I go, I'm cooking it. I'm chefing it up, dude. 2 pans going, and I have a box of salt up in the cupboard, way up to my left. So I open the thing and I reach and I grab the box of salt down and I knock down. There's like a bunch of boxes of tea in there.
What are you making?
Box of tea comes. I'm making my cheat mode, my freaking ground turkey mac and cheese, the jalapeno flavor mac and cheese, dude. White trash delight.
Oh,
knock
man.
down the box of tea bags. And I'm like, oh, snap, dude. It hits the stove and I grab that. I'm like, I put that back up there. I'm like, wait a minute, dude. That box is open. There could be tea bags falling in the grates of my freaking stove. So sure enough, I feel and I find one tea bag. I'm like, oh, of course, dude. Thank God I grabbed that. And then I'm like, dude, there could be more. I'm like checking in the pan. And then I smell something burning. I'm like, oh yeah. Oh, there's got to be one in there. So I turn off that flame. And I'm like, is it in my freaking ground turkey meat? I'm like feeling in there, not in there. It's smelling like smoke, dude. What is going on?
Where is the fire?
I FaceTimed my lady. I'm like, all right, I think I dropped a tea bag. I don't know where it's at. She's like looking around. It's like, I don't see it. So you need to back up. So I pull the camera back. She's like, I see a reflection of a flame. She's like, pull back further. Like, oh yeah, there's a flame on the left, on the burner way to the left. I guess it was it felt like tissue paper or something. She's like, yeah, it's like a flame. So I just grabbed an oven mitt and just put my oven mitt on and just patted it out, dude.
Oh my.
Almost burnt the house down, dude. Home alone, dude.
When you're home alone, your lady's away for the weekend.
It was a 4-alarm fire chafe.
Oh my gosh, dude. I'd be so freaked out.
That was my excitement for the day, dude.
That's a good day.
I went from the ice to the fire, dude.
Oh man.
Ice fishing it up, baby, nonstop, every day, morning and night, all day, dude.
Did you catch anything today?
Today, yeah, I caught like 10 little bluegills and then one that was like a keeper, but I don't really keep anything. So,
unless it's what?
One was decent.
Unless you want.
No, I would eat bluegill. They're really good, but I just don't feel like doing all that, dude. Cutting them up and I don't keep many fish. I usually only keep walleye if I catch them, which is not in that lake. It's just more for fun.
Dude, your ice fishing process is pretty interesting, and I still don't fully understand how you do it.
It's like, well, the hardest.
You say you use a sled, right? Is it like a sled in that you would go down a hill on? That's what I'm trying to picture. I picture you pulling this sled where you have it's like a sled that I would just hop on down the hill, and it's got your little ice pick and everything in it.
Mm-mm. So I have sledded with that thing on the hill. My Costco, that one Costco jump one, behind that building where you launch off the ramp. It was
yeah.
But this is it's really thick. It's way probably 3 times thicker than a regular sled. And then picture those long rectangular style sleds where you could have 2 people in it. 3 kids can go freaking back to back on that thing.
Yeah.
It's like that, but with tall walls. The walls are probably 8 inches tall. So you can just pack a bunch of stuff in it. And then it just has a super strong rope on the end of it. So you just put all your gear in there and you can drag
so it's like a shopping cart for the snow. Almost.
Yeah, kind of. It's like a sled for the snow. No wheel. It's just it's just a heavy duty freaking sled.
What? So you go across to the lake, right? Across.
So you need to have the sled because you have all this gear. and then you got to track through sometimes a bunch of snow and all this stuff. So it's got to be able to get around and navigate while you're dragging all your stuff. And then like you can hook them on to like 4-wheelers and all that stuff too. You know, they have like badass ones that are like enclosed and stuff you can get. But this is for just trekking around, and because you got to drill a bunch of holes and find the good spots, you know?
Right.
So you just got your auger, which is just like a giant freaking, looks like a giant drill, dude. And you just drilling holes, checking the depth, looking for some kind of weeds or structure down there, and just jigging away, dude, seeing what's good. And
how many holes do you have to make like do you drill to make your actual hole to fish in?
Yeah, and then you fish on your little holes. Yeah.
Like how big are they?
It's like I think my drill auger is 8 inches, 8-inch diameter.
Oh, so it's a tiny hole.
Yeah, it's not big. You
wouldn't be able to fall in that, really.
No, your foot can go in there.
Yeah, okay.
Your foot can slip in if you have
I
small
pictured
feet.
like the old, like, you know, you imagine like someone sitting at the ice, like there's like the freaking like you could fall in the little hole.
Yeah, it's not that big. Some people do like spearfishing where they actually use a saw and they cut on a giant like rectangle.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. Okay.
Yeah, it's not that big. I don't do that.
All right.
These are just like smaller holes. You just pop a bunch of them. So like I drill like the first time you go on kind of a lot because I also hadn't fished that lake before.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like figuring out all the depths and where the drop offs were and where it was shallow. And then like, so I drilled probably like first night, not too many, like 8 to 10 holes or something like that. And then you find a good spot. And then I usually just set up my shanty. But the hard thing is the open ice, dude. It's a giant open area where, you know how easy it is to get lost and just when there's nothing around. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I got
yeah.
lost in one night at like 1 a.m. Like, so I have like off of the trail from my land, there's a little like walk through all these reeds, and then I chisel out a hole and put just like a fence post, like a removable fence post in the ground, and then tied a rope to that like extends, you know, it'll like retract, like the rope retracts back into this little box. You know what I mean? So I tied that out and then walked out. Like, I think that went about probably 20 feet. And then I screwed in like a pick in the ice and attached it to that. So that would like give me direction of where I was going out to the ice, like an extra 20 feet. So then I would head out from that, and then I would find like my shanty from there, which gets kind of tricky because like if you start pacing just a little bit off left or right, then you'll like either pass it or whatever. But I was using a lot of my echolocation actually because I would get close to the shanty and I could like start to hear it.
Isn't that crazy? Like I used to think that was like a joke echolocation.
Yeah, it's real deal.
Like walking through night as a kid, I remember even just like experiencing it for the first time. You're like running, and then all of a sudden you're feeling like your voice or something bounce off, so you like stop dead, dude. Like, like in your tracks. It's crazy. I'm
not good at it. I'm like, am I close to this thing?
I know,
dude.
Sometimes, and it's almost like I don't know if you get this, but when the echolocation bounces off, I like see it in my head like that there's an obstacle there, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like there's a wall or something. I'm about to
car or whatever, dude.
I was running outside, like I was working for my uncle, and it was after work one time in Asbury Park, and my cousin and my friend were there, and I'm chasing my friend, so I had a little bit of sight, and there's one of those cinder block like wall type things that are just like knee level, right?
Yeah.
I'm running after him so fast, and he jumps over the cinder block thing.
Oh my god!
And I run shin first into this thing, dude. I just like do a somersault, like flip. My shin is so split open. It was so bad.
Did you have to get stitches on that one, dude?
Oh man, I did not have to get stitches on that one. I've only had stitches twice in my life. And that was from the nose and skateboarding. And then one time when I was like 7, or I was probably 5, I was running to my mom with like we had this like
a pair of scissors.
No, we had a glass cookie jar.
Oh
and
no!
I wanted cookies so bad, dude. I grabbed that cookie jar. I didn't know how to open it though. And my mom was in the living room. I grab it in the kitchen. I start running to the living room or walking or whatever I did. And the rug had like, it was like, you know how a rug can get the corner comes up sometimes?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It was like that. And I tripped over it, and the glass jar shattered all on the ground, and my chin went right into it. I had to get like,
your chin.
Yeah,
dude.
so I still have a scar like right on my chin. Like hair won't grow in this little spot of my beard, but
did it move further down your neck or down your underneath your scar from when you were a kid?
I'm not sure actually. You know, it actually, yeah, it used to be a little further up.
Further up, right?
Yeah.
I did the same. I think I told this story where I got pushed off the top bunk and I bit through my lip.
Oh yeah, that's.
I think I don't know if I told that, but I just sipped water and water came dripping out of it. But it used to be like right where I would bite through, like if I just put my lip under my top teeth, you know, and I bit down. It used to be like right there, but now it's like underneath, like right underneath my chin is where my scar is now because I was so little then.
Yeah, dude, I have the chin scar, the nose scar, and then my eyebrows too. Each eyebrow from like banging at like bending over too fast and like nailing my face into something. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Those are gnarly.
Yeah. But yeah.
Also today,
I got lost on the ice at like 1 a.m.
Turned around.
Is what I was saying. Like, yeah, I came back and I found my little. This is how easy it is to get lost out there. I find my little extended thing that I have chiseled in the ice or whatever. I'm like, oh, I'm like 20 feet from shoreline, dude. And then I go and I check this other hole really quick. And then I start walking what I think is the direction. And I'm walking. I'm like, oh, nope, not the right direction. Try to adjust a little bit. Next thing I know, I'm like, all right, I don't know if I'm heading out to the middle of the lake or not, dude. Like I'm all turned around. And this goes on for like 5 minutes. And I'm like, oh shit, dude. I don't want to go out to the middle of the lake because I don't know how the ice is, if the ice is safe, like all the way in the middle of the lake. So I just like stop and I try to call my lady. I called her like 5 times, didn't pick up. She was passed out. Because like you could see the house from like my shanty. You know what I mean?
Definitely,
up this hill and across the street. So I'm like, oh, dude, call it. She's not picking up. And I'm like, don't know what to do at this point. I'm like, trying to think of people I can FaceTime, but it's late.
It's and like finally, 1 a.m.
Yeah. And then finally I hear a car drive by that's like way off to my right. And I was like, oh, that's on my road. And then
and you followed that to the road.
Way.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
And I followed that to the shoreline. And I was like 200 yards like to the left of my freaking entrance.
Dude, I get so turned around sometimes at night, like
turned around.
I don't know why nighttime, especially because there's no people around or anything. I think that's why it is.
Cars
so
driving.
There's no reference points, and oh man, as a kid, I still am emotional, but as a kid, I was like super fiery emotional, and I used to like just like run out of my house sometimes, like just get so like angry at the world. I'm leaving, and like I would.
Your mom like he won't.
He's not going far. Yeah, exactly. And like
you can see him out the window.
Every while she'd come find me or something, but like I would run out without my cane at nighttime. And I'd freaking just walk like the town, feeling the sidewalks with my feet, like knowing where the grass was and stuff. And I'd always make it to like the beach or something. But then I'd always get to a point where I'm like, oh, dude, I think I got like off my normal path. And, like, I don't know where I am. And I would get so scared, like terrified. And I would have this one, you have no phone or anything.
The panic sets in for a minute. You're like, oh, shoot, dude.
Dude. You can get panic where a normal person would just be so chill. You're like, why can't I just see right now, dude? Because I just want to cruise around.
Yeah, I've been getting lost a lot too. Same thing. I moved to a different lake and I got lost like 2 nights ago.
It's when you go to these new areas.
Well, it was nighttime, and then all the side, like on the sides of the roads are all frozen ice. So I'm used to like. There's this point where I have to turn left, excuse me. And I normally feel like gravel on the ground. And I know, I got to go left here. Because it was all frozen and everything, I didn't feel the gravel. I like missed my turn a bunch of times. I got all whacked out. The snow and ice throws you off too.
I've gotten turned around in I've gotten lost in my own house before. You're just like walking, and then you're like you're doing something for a second or thinking about something, and then you completely forget where you are.
It's when you think you're going in a certain direction and you feel a wall that's
yes,
not on your route. And you're like, whoa, wait a minute. If that's that wall. What? No,
where
no.
am I? Where am I right now? But it's
So
crazy
weird.
on the other note, like how fast for me when I go to a new place, like if it's a place I'm going to be going to, frequently, I usually get it down by like the second, third time.
Yeah.
Like
Exactly.
just comfortably where I can like run around in that bitch.
Yeah.
Like when we used to lose power when I was younger, like way back in the day, and there was like we had like candles and shit you'd have to put on, like light, and it'd be pitch black at night. People would come to me, they'd be like, Anthony, can you help me get to the bathroom? And like I'd help people get around the house in the middle of the night.
To them around.
And be confident about it. It does. It feels really good.
Yeah, I got you. Hold on,
like I remember this felt really good because like I don't know about you, but like I get anxiety like no matter what. Usually going to like a new restaurant or something, it's kind of an anxious feeling, yeah, just settling in and stuff. And me and Kelly when we went to Berlin and Paris, actually, we went to this dining in the dark, and you go down. So it's not just like I've done it before in here, like in the U.S., where you're like blindfolded or whatever. But this was you go down in this building, go to the basement, and it's like pitch black. So first in the light, you like get introduced or whatever, and then they like ask you, do you have any allergies, blah blah blah, because you can pick if you want to pick your meal or if you want to do a surprise. So like you can that's the whole experience. It's like a sensory experience, cool,
surprise meal would be kind of cool.
Exactly. So we've done it a couple times where we gotten the surprise, and I just always tell them no seafood, and we're in the place, and you walk down. You put your stuff in a locker, like your phone, watches, anything that would produce light goes away in this locker. And then you go in this room that's completely pitch black. Like a person that could see you and they open like 20/20 vision, when they open their eyes in this thing, they can't see a single thing. And it like it actually freaks you out a little for people that can see.
Yeah.
So we're in there and all the waiters and waitresses are blind. Like they're actually blind and skilled in like getting around, and their mobility is really good, and they kind of give people that aren't experienced with this pointers. They'll be like, use your finger when you're pouring the water, and like doing different things like that, and like teach them how to use the knives and stuff like. And it was actually really interesting. And I go in there like nothing's different, nothing's changed for me. I feel great, and I keep forgetting that like Kelly can't see, and like
pass me that ketchup. Like,
at one point she's like a little quiet, and like it's really loud in this one spot, in this one we went to, super loud. She's super hungry, so where you've been at a restaurant and it's just so loud you can't hear anyone, and you're hangry, and it's like it's miserable. So she started feeling that, and then just like she kind of broke down in the middle of it, like, damn, I can't believe like this can get like this for you, and like experiencing that in my shoes kind of was a huge thing for our relationship too, like to kind of get my perspective on certain things. But that was wild, man. And we got the meal, and I remember I felt, that's where I was going with this. I felt so confident because I'm the one like pouring the water, and like I'm the one, for us, and like cutting, like I was buttering the bread for her and like cutting her stuff, and like it just felt awesome. And like I would when we left, it was just like she was like, damn, now I can see, and like everything's still the same for you. That sucks.
Yeah, exactly. That's that shit where people do the blindfold stuff, and it's like, well, now imagine not being able to take off the blindfold.
I know. It's crazy. But that was an experience.
That's cool. I want to do that. I've done ones. I did like a fundraiser one with I think we talked about it. I don't know.
No.
But I did one where it was just like you wear the face masks and stuff.
I did that too. It's not the same though.
I want to go to the legit one with like the blind waiters.
There's one in Montreal that's really good. We gotta go.
Yeah, we definitely gotta do that.
We gotta be great.
I don't know how we're gonna film that one though. For night vision, I guess.
We're just gonna tell people they have to experience it with their ears. No, because you can't bring cameras, nothing. You'll get like.
It gets loud in there, huh? There's like loud spots in there.
There's so
like near the kitchen.
I've been to 3 different ones: Montreal, Paris, and Berlin. And Berlin was super. That was the loud one, I believe. Was it Berlin? Yeah, Berlin was loud, and Paris was really, man. So they were just like loud. So that's the other thing. You're at a table with like other people too. So there's like,
it's like groups.
Like groups go down at different time blocks. A couple of them were set up differently.
Did you have anybody else blind with you ever? And you're sitting at your tables?
No.
Can you get your own? Can you get your own table? I wouldn't like the whole group thing.
We've been at ones where you had your own table.
You can just be okay.
Yeah. I think it was just Paris. So that was the thing. Paris was our first one. And dude, it was the worst one, actually. It was the first and the worst. But like when we got down there, we were like at the table, and it's just really long rectangular table, and like almost like cafeteria style. And this was the only one that was set up like that. The other ones are like nice tables and like really fancy style. But like, you're at this table, and there was probably like 6 other couples like down the row, and we're across from each other, and we like being next to each other normally. And it was just like, it was so strange, man. It was super strange. And
like
she got
far away from.
She got some gnarly like seafood dish, and she didn't know what she was getting. And I got like some venison or something.
I was just gonna ask you what you guys got.
Yeah, so actually, 2 of the 3 were venison, and she like ate the food. She's like, I kind of see how you like don't really like seafood being blind.
What?
Because dude, it's just like when you don't see, you're able to see. Seafood. And for me, my whole life, I've been like such a texture person, especially with food.
That's what I love with seafood.
I hate. Dude. No, I don't like that. I like fried calamari. I like clam chowder, which is basically not even seafood, and like I think that's it. I'll eat a shrimp every once in a blue moon.
Well, shrimp or some fried shrimps or something.
Shrimps.
I love that raw salmon, dude. Sushi, it just like melts in your mouth, dude.
Yeah, Kelly's all about that stuff too, like sushimi and tartare.
Yeah.
Foie gras, I can't, man. Give me some chicken fingers.
Chicken town, some chicken nuggets, dude.
Chicken nuggets. Excited for the contest?
Yeah, a little bit. It should be cool. I'll be hyped when I get there. I'll be rusty.
When's the last time you did one?
I think Dew Tour. Yeah, Dew Tour was the last one. So that was like.
Oh, that was a big one.
Fall of last year, I think, sometime around there. Late summer, early fall.
Me and Dan have a skate contest coming up in Florida. St. Pete.
3 weeks? 2 weeks.
Petersburg.
No.
Yeah, whatever. February, sometime in February.
3 weeks.
Yeah. And it's going to be good.
St. Pete's, dude. We're going to be going head to head, bro.
You got the adaptive division street.
You're going to be in advance now, dude. You ready?
I don't know, man. I was at the skate park the other day. I got over my fear. I've been so scared my whole entire life. I've been terrified to do 50-50s on a mini ramp. I don't know why. Just I do every like other grind kind of.
Well, getting on top because you got to get on top.
Yeah, and that turn is like weird for me.
You can't just like slap it.
I like going front side usually, and then you got to do that backside like turning. Like it's just a weird thing. And the other day I was there, and I'm like, dude, I got to get over this fear. Like I've never even tried one. Because I've just like had that mental fear. Yeah. And I was like, dude, I just got to go for this, like just whatever happens. And I did it. I rode up, turned, and freaking slashed that 50-50, nailed it, dude, and went right back in. It did it like 3 times in a row. And I was like, what have I been so scared of, man?
Did you get on top yet? Have you done where you stall and stand up? Okay.
Yes.
That's where it gets scary. Like,
no, exactly. I've gotten the fakey pop to like axle stall too, where you're like, oh, this is sketchy going back in, but you just got to go.
Gotta go, dude. Send it.
Yeah, just send it.
So yeah, you're ready for the con. Yeah, I read that it's going to be. Well, it said on the website it was going to be like open jams of 3 minutes, like 3 people at a time.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's what
But I
it said
think it
last
always
time.
says that. I think it
Yeah,
always.
it's always different, I think.
I think I would rather. I don't know. I think I would rather. That's way less stressful. But I'm worried about freaking because you said you ran into 3 freaking people last time.
Dude, contests are no. I didn't realize it's a whole nother world than just
Oh
skating.
yeah, it's
Like,
not skating.
I thought like dude, it's not. I went there and like I thought I'd do my lines on the like the mini ramp, blah blah blah, whatever,
Yeah.
man, and like the nerves that hit you, the like conditioning. There's a whole different conditioning for contest skating. Like you skate for 5 minutes, you felt like you skated for hours, man. Like I was
It's
dripping
intense.
sweat. I'm like so nerve wracked. My legs, that's the thing. My legs are so wobbly. I've never felt that
Noodles.
before. Like noodles.
Wet noodles.
I couldn't.
Those I hate going like doing a run and then waiting like sorry, I keep yawning. I'm not tired at all. I get when there's like a bunch of people in the contest and then you have to wait between your runs is the worst. Because like as soon as I stop skating, my muscles get cold really quick. So like it'll be like 20, 15 minutes before I skate again and my legs are freaking not ready to go already. So you gotta like sit there and like do little movements and like work your legs out while you're waiting. That's kind of the worst too.
No, exactly. Luckily, this one's like only one round, I think.
Oh yeah, if it's the 3-minute jam.
That's what it was last time. Just 3 of us skated at the same time. I ran into 2 people like 3 times.
Yeah, I think I would rather do single
ones.
And you broke the cane. I gotta pack extra. I gotta make sure I have extra canes.
Yeah, make sure you got the extra canes. I got an extra. I think I got one extra one.
I think I only have 2. I might need to order some more though. I'm going straight to Cali after.
Yeah.
I could run on the canes.
We're going to go to Cali after, get some skating in.
Cali.
We're going to get some content for 4 Bad Eyes, too. We're going to get some good videos in.
A bunch of more videos. Bunch of more. Pinata video, dude. Gotta do the pinata video.
Dude, but the skate thing, man, I don't know. Do you get that nerve? Like, I get...
Oh, yeah,
I've been to, like... I've done wrestling, judo, whatever, around the world. Like, big competitions... And this skate contest, like in Florida, man, I don't think I've ever felt like that before.
Yeah, it's weird.
And it was a rush, though. It's a rush. It was a rush, though. Like you leave that contest with a high. You're like, what just happened?
Because you won, dude.
Well, no, winning regardless of that. There was like no one in my thing, but like it was
I get bummed when I don't do good. I didn't do good in Dew Tour, and I was bummed.
Were you? It's just like
I was so bummed.
And there's nothing you can't like redeem yourself.
You can't redo it. There's no redo. I really wanted to do good, and I was just so bummed. Then I went street skating after, and I felt better. But it's hard, dude.
That's the cool part of life is like people see us like doing this stuff, and like you think it's all like glory, but those losses hurt more than some of like more than anything.
For sure, dude. For sure. I get way more bummed when I lose than when I win. It's like whatever, but it's because I just want to do good. That's the thing.
No, exactly.
I want to make people proud, you know?
Make people proud. That's how I feel. That was just something I struggled with my wrestling career, especially. I think I was trying to please a lot of other people. And when I would lose, I felt like I was letting more than just myself down. Like I felt like I was letting everyone down.
Yeah, coaches and everything.
Yeah, and I put way too much pressure and just stress on myself. And I still do that to this day. Like with a lot of stuff that I do, I just put so much pressure on myself.
Same, dude. It's all like, that's what skating is like. All you know what I mean? So you put even more pressure on yourself because it's just like freaking pretty much competing against yourself, really.
Yeah, and I'm just constantly.
And it's like when you don't do good, it's like I didn't do good, dude. I suck.
Yeah, yeah, and you're constantly like second guessing yourself. Like I do this in so many areas where I'm like I'm not doing enough, or I'm not putting enough hours in. Like I'm saying, like I talk about this, but like what am I doing to get there? And it's just. some of it's unrealistic expectations I put on myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. You just gotta.
It's good. It's a good fire to have.
It is good. You gotta say your goals high.
Yeah, so I'm excited for Florida, dude. It's gonna be sick. So like, anyone near Florida, come on out. St. Pete Skate Park, St. Petersburg, February 12th.
That's right.
Come see us shred and support.
I know Justin will be there.
The Bishop will be there.
Sick skater.
Bunch of other adaptive skaters too. Oscar's usually there. Amputee skater.
Yeah, Oscar's the one that sent me the schedule and everything. He's the man.
Yeah. He runs a lot of that. He pushes a lot of that stuff forward. So he's like the president of the USA Skateboarding Adaptive Committee stuff. So
yeah, so I think he does some stuff with like the Sheckler Foundation or something.
Mm-hmm. He's really tight with Sheckle Bunnies, I think, in his foundation. I think that's kind of where I don't know. I actually got to ask him about that. He would be sick to have on here.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Because he does a lot of stuff for like adaptive sports and like the contests and pushing that stuff. And he's got amputee his foot. I think it's his left foot. It's his flick foot. He does like kick flips with a prosthetic foot. Dude.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's so nuts.
That's nuts. I can't even kick flip. So like doing that.
I know. I've got to feel so crazy not being able to like flick. Yeah. Really flick.
That's commitment let's talk about making a way.
I know, truly, man. Like he helped design like that foot and everything because the old ones would just break a bunch. Anytime you had like a hard impact, like they would just like break. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So he's got like special like little bearing in there and stuff. He has one when I did for the Smithsonian, we had like stuff put into the museum. Like I had like a braille board, my first board, a cane, and all that stuff.
Dude, that's wild.
Yeah, he had like one of his prosthetics in there and stuff.
No
and
way. Are they in the same exhibit?
Yeah, they do. So like there's like over 1 million artifacts, right? So there's a whole backlog of just anything you can imagine. Like there's like it's in different sections. So like pop culture, like puppets. I got to feel like the OG Elmo doll.
Yo.
All the original puppets.
No way.
Yeah, dude, it was so sick. We got to go through all that old stuff, and the lady was hooking us up and giving like a full tour. Like I saw, I think Tony Hawk's first skateboard. I got to see that, and I rode on it for a second when she turned her back, and then which I was like the last one to skate it, and then I think I heard somebody else skated it again after that. So I'm not the last person anymore. And then like one of his, I think the last board did a 900 on is like in there, like cool stuff like that.
That's insane.
But what was I saying? Oh yeah, there's so many artifacts.
Section?
This was part of the adaptive sports collection. So they had like a snowboard that people would use with like amputee stuff, like the first ones designed. And then, so like all that stuff's like in a catalog. So like they only pull it out if they're doing they pick like X amount of things to do exhibits on, you know what I mean? Right. So it's not on display like in the museum all the time. It's only when they show it. So.
Mm-hmm. That's nuts.
But so sick, dude. Yeah. Dude, that was a fun one.
What was that like having that like board?
So cool, dude.
It's gotta be some crazy feeling doing that.
Yeah, I was really hyped on when she reached out. I was like, "What, dude? Yes!" Yo. Then we did a panel. It was me, Oscar, and then Aaron Fotheringham, who's the WCMX. We call him Wheels.
Oh, that's
sick. He's like literally the inventor of like WCMX. He did a 360 backflip on the mega ramp.
Dude, that's crazy. Is like
he's insane.
There was no like for a lot of this stuff, like even just being blind or having these like differing disabilities or whatever, the amputees, everything. It's like there was no roadmap for us, for people to like do these things.
Yeah, we're super early in it. Yeah.
There wasn't necessarily people doing it before, so it's like, dude, it's changing history.
Quick.
These people are. It's amazing because so many more people are getting out there and doing crazy things. You don't even have to do something crazy, but like, dude, that is nuts.
Getting people out there, shredding.
I met this guy at a summit from, like the Eric Weinmeier, his summits he does, no barrier summits. It's there was one in New York City, and I met this guy, Mark, and dude, he's in a wheelchair. He's paralyzed from the waist down, and he climbed the face of that thing in Yellowstone. What is it?
Oh, El Capitan?
I think it's El Capitan, and he literally climbed. There's a picture of him up there with his chair, dude. Like he climbed up
Whoa.
it. Like this guy, his upper body is so strong. It's
Gotta be insane,
dude.
Yeah.
He just makes a way. Like his thing is all about just like finding a way and like breaking through these barriers. And like Eric Weimer is saying, it's like what's within you is stronger than what's in front of you. And dude, it's crazy.
Well, that's a good quote. I like that.
It's really crazy what you see people accomplishing when they put their mind to something.
Dude, that's crazy. Climbing with just upper body. You can't use your legs to rest or anything.
There was a guy with no arms and no legs, and he wanted to climb a mountain so bad, right? In Colorado. He wanted to climb this mountain so bad. So Eric Weimer and his team figured out a way they created, dude, so none of this stuff was done before. Like we said, like you're creating as you go. So they made this thing out of like packing, like packing tape and like this like foam material. They wrapped it all around his like limbs, and he literally crawled, dude. Like, and at the end of it, he was all like, you know, swollen and all this stuff, but he was like so.
Oh, so he has like some like limb.
Yes, like he has limbs, like half of limbs basically, like but arms and legs amputated, and it was mind blowing, dude. This guy
freaking crawled his way up a mountain.
So determined, dude.
That's insane.
Nuts.
Wow, dude. He's all beat up after this.
Like swollen, like dude is suffered from like a health problem or two, maybe even like but like you're just so hardcore and you don't know any better, and like you just gotta get it done, dude. And like that thrill of being amputated, like
I gotta look him up. We gotta have him on here, dude. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. I heard him speak, man, and it was life changing. I was just like, what am I doing like wrong?
Climbing a mountain, no arms and legs. Dude, I thought you were gonna say he did something with like his freaking neck and jaw and like pulled himself up or something crazy.
Dude.
Wow.
Oh, so determined.
Rolled his way uphill, dude.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Talk about motivation.
I've never done any climbing. I've always been so intrigued to do it, dude. Even just like rock walls and stuff, like the mellow ones in a REI or whatever. Like I want to get into that, dude.
I know.
That'd be a fun video to do too.
Rock climbing, go to one of those really badly. Yeah, we should do that. I want to.
That's something we could actually do. Who?
I want to hit up Eric Weinmayer because he's in Colorado, and I want to go. He's really big in the rock climbing thing.
Yeah. He's climbed like every damn mountain there.
Yeah, dude.
Literally every mountain.
And I want to go. He does rock climbing and skiing, and I want to do skiing too. Like
skiing.
Skiing, dude. I heard about the other day. I just heard about this where in Utah the snow is so like powdery.
Fluffy.
Yeah, it's like cornmeal. The guy described it as, and that you're waist high snow just literally skiing through, and it's just breaking through while you're like have you been in powder like that?
Not in Utah. I've never snowboarded in the Utah snow.
Is Utah like different than any other powder?
It's just like the temperatures and like moisture and all that makes it just like supposedly some of the best snow for that powder.
Dude, that feeling's got to be nuts.
I have gone like fresh trails in on Mammoth, like all the way. There's like the biggest like canyon up there, and I got like fresh tracks up there in powder, and it was like literally you can go as fast as you want, dude, and you're just flying through this powder, and like when you eat shit, you just barrel roll in this fluff, dude. So like you don't really get hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard. It's really hard to like. That was the first time being in powder like that. So it's like hard to get used to that because you're so used to like turning on your edges, but it's like just so different, dude, because you sink in so far and like until you get a lot of speed, you're not really on top. You know what I mean?
That's nuts.
But it's like nothing else. It feels like
I've only been
amazing.
snowboarding one time, and I want to go again so badly. I went
Yeah.
like just on some little like mountain in Pennsylvania or something, and it was like I had like the blind skier vest on while I was snowboarding.
Oh man.
And the guy was like, "I'm sorry, man. Like I wish I could have got you a blind rider or something." Like, it's like that's all we got, and I had to, but it was fun. It just, I remember the snow being super like it wasn't real. There wasn't even a lot of snow or anything, so it was kind of a bum. But
yeah, it's fun though.
Out there, I want to go on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Like Tahoe.
Dude, we could. Oh, man, I can't do it this trip, but we could go up to because even like
do a trip.
Bear, even Mount Bear.
Yeah.
Or Bear Mountain's only like 2 hours from LA.
Bear Mountain.
Bear Mountain. But yeah, man, to be in sick one or Colorado though. Yeah, Colorado, or Utah. We got if we do, we go big. And
well, we go to Utah, drive the Salt Flats, and then snowboard.
Yeah, and then we gotta do the heli drop, dude.
Yo,
that's what I want to do so bad.
You gotta get George on here to talk about his heli snowboarding.
The heli snowboarding, dude. Dropping out on the chopper. Keep your head low, dude. Lose your dome piece, dude.
Oh my gosh. Someone hit me up about skydiving.
Yeah, I've never done that.
I've never done that, and I was really interested. I still am.
That's my goal. My goal is to do a solo skydive, dude. Solo jump out by myself.
You're hardcore, dude.
You know what I mean? Just have like radio, like
yeah.
Someone radio jumping.
You got to practice a bunch, like with someone.
Yeah, you got to do a bunch. Yeah.
You
got to have X amount of jumps, dude.
Exactly.
That'd be crazy. Though. Landing would be so scary. Like, you're coming up, dude. You're about 10 feet. Get ready. Brace for impact.
Could you imagine what it's like, especially like, because we can't see the ground coming, so it's like
scary.
When your feet touch that ground or however you land, man, like you're like, oh my gosh. Like,
depending on your shoot, it can be like a hard like impact. Like
I'd be like
jumping from like a story kind of. It'll be like still be like boom.
So off guard. I'd go
down for sure. Dude.
I need to be like yo 5, 4, 3.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Oh man, that and like I said before, I want to freaking sit in a race car and go around a track, do as fast as
rally race. You've been wakeboarding? I want to go wakeboarding.
No, I remember
I've been skiing,
I was younger watching my brother wakeboard, and he was so good. And it was I tried doing it one time when I was watching him do it, and I was like,
did you get up?
I didn't get it, dude. I was like,
that's the hard thing, getting up.
I was too young too, and I was like. I was on the tube and they were like whipping me around. Dude, the tube is so much fun, dude. When they do the turns and you just you get that momentum when they do the turns. Dude, they put you through. They ever put you through the weeds, dude? Yeah, dude. It's like getting whacked by little weeds in the face. Ah! And then when you fall off, you're in the middle like of the freaking water, dude, and you're like your buddies are just whipping on the boat, and you're like, "Yo, come back for me! Like, come back for me!" And I know, like, I get so scared when I'm by myself. I get so freaked out. Yeah. Oh, I hate being in the water by myself. That's the best. So you get thumbs down means slow down, thumbs up means faster, and the middle finger means you can't dump me, dude. I didn't know that. Dude, apparently Steve-O from Jackass, that was like one of the first like real bad injuries he ever got was tubing from the impact. He was he was probably going like 90 or something. Like 80 or 90 and like my god. He like got a hematoma in his leg or something because he from smacking the water so hard. Going 80 on a tube, dude. Oh my gosh. My dad had this jet ski. How fast did it go? I think 70, which is like insane. Was it 70 or 90? I want to say it might have been 9. Something just like insane speed. Like that's really so you would go on this thing and you can only go when it's like pretty smooth out. Because if you hit waves, you'd get tossed and you fucking die, dude. It's so scary. Oh, jet skis are so much fun, dude. Jet skis. I've never been on. We rode jet ski. Oh, we could do that. Dude, we could do that in Florida. Yeah. You just go out in the open ocean and you could just be whipping around, dude. Freshwater fish, dude. I am, but you get me on a motor, any kind of motorboat, I'm in, dude. Oh, man. I'm on top of the water, dude. I can still breathe. That's scary, falling in the ocean, though. And then I'm like really scared. I was surfing one time and this actually happened this past summer. I was surfing in the ocean, obviously, and it was a pretty rough day. Actually, like the water was real high, and there was a lot of movement. And I went out with my buddy and surfing, doing all right, catch a couple waves, and then this one wave I catch, real big wave, right, and fall, and I get like swallowed under. I have a leash, but like my board goes away from me, and I'm like start going panic mode because like I'm starting to get dumped on by waves, like pretty heavy waves, and like the set just keeps coming, and I'm trying to paddle to the shore at this point because I'm like, screw this, I'm getting out. Like, it's too much right now. Like, and I didn't even know like which way was which, and at one point I finally figure out which way the waves are going. I start paddling towards the ocean or towards the shore, and the current is so strong it's pulling me back too, but I'm still going. And the water's so high that the second you get in from the beach, like you step into the ocean, it was like you couldn't stand anymore. That's how much of a hill there was.
It's real steep.
Yeah, real steep. So that's usually how I know where I am because it's getting shallower and shallower, right?
Right.
And I'm trying to get out, dude. I'm getting dumped on. Waves are coming every direction. It feels like the water's so high.
Where is the beach?
Every time I'm like, one time I didn't know which way was up and down when I was in the water, like in the underwater. I was like, I don't know which way. And I finally got this feeling where I panicked so bad, where I felt like I was gonna drown, and it put so much fear into my body that I grabbed my surfboard and just drifted and just like. I couldn't even I seized up and then got to the shore finally, and I was so shook. Like I was just like humbled by the ocean, dude. Like I was,
dude. That's why I'm freshwater fish.
I couldn't speak. I didn't go in the ocean for a week. I was like, oh man, dude, that really like shook me, and I remember being scared. It put fear into me.
Yeah. I only felt that power one time in Venice when I was like surfing, one of like the handful of times I went, where I was like under and like actually getting tossed around. I was like, wow, this is like real power, dude. And it hit me on the bottom. I was like, holy crap, dude.
It's a reality check.
It was like tiny little swell, like nothing, dude. And I was like, I can't imagine.
No, that's the thing. It really, I have so much respect for those big wave surfers, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, that's unreal.
That's balls. Like whew.
Yeah, being stuck in there for like a minute.
About it, like
being in the water for a minute and just trying to stay calm, waiting. That's intense, dude. It's a real deal.
Oh man,
it's a real deal, bro. Surfing, man. I'm a freshwater fish, dude.
Freshwater fishy.
Yeah, you don't like the salt. If y'all sticky if you don't rinse off, dude.
Yeah, you get all like you feel the shirt stick on you and stuff.
I got the worst nipple rash when I went one time too.
Surfing?
Yeah,
dude.
I just trunked it, dude, and I was like in the shower and after that. Oh my god!
You feel like your nipple is split open.
It's insane.
Worst feeling.
But yeah, shoot, dude. That's what's up. What's up?
In the ocean.
I want to go into. We actually have a question from a person who wrote in. From my boy Blake.
That's Dan's voiceover we got going.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't say his last name. Blake. So he asked.
Yeah, just Blake. Blake, what up, Blake? Shout out to Blake. Thank you for people sending questions and emails. We really appreciate you guys reaching out and following along.
So yeah, Dan at 4badeyes or Anthony at 4badeyes.com. And
send us a DM even on Insta.
Blake asks, sorry,
no, you're good.
What kind of music do you like? And did your music taste change after you went blind? And then will Anthony play a song on guitar and I sing? I don't know about that, dude. I mean, I could sing for you right now if you want to, but
no, we gotta do that when we're together.
Yeah, we do in studio. Yeah. As one unit. Yeah, my music taste didn't change. I mean, I'm like hip hop, like old school hip hop, 90s, and then country music, dude. There, I said it. Big country music fan. It was like my two favorite genres, but I listen to so many different styles, you know what I mean? Just like Spotify and just whatever.
Yeah. It didn't change once you went blind?
No, it's kind of always
Did
stayed
your
the same.
appreciation for music change after you went blind?
No, I've always
Did it
loved
kind of hit
music
you
though.
in a different way? Like maybe?
No, not really. No, I've always really loved music though. I'm like super, it like, yeah, moves me a lot. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Super affected by it. Love it.
What was like, do you remember the first like music that like really kind of hooked you into music?
Like hip hop. My brother showing me like Mobb Deep and like that old Nas and stuff for the first time and all that, dude.
No, my brother showed me the same. So I started off like
Mos Def was like my dude when I was young. Yeah.
I started off going to like I love rap and hip hop because I went to school in Philly. Like I would travel to Philly every day to go to school, and like everyone was listening to rap, and it was like '90s rap, you know, hip hop, all that stuff. And I loved it. That was kind of my thing growing up. Like until I was about maybe 15, freshman in high school, I was driving to school with my dad, and like my dad plays trumpet and he plays piano, and he loves like jazz and blues and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And he drove me to high school every morning, right? Like most mornings, because it was on his way to work, and it was like a 30-minute drive. And I'd always play rap, right? Like through the thing. He'd be like, come on, Anthony. Like he'd always be trying to play me some like, other stuff, man. Like just get me to like expand my horizons. I'm like, nah, man, you know, like, well, whatever.
What was your first concert?
Akon and Gwen Stefani, man.
Wow.
I did the worm in the parking lot.
Oh my God.
I was like, I think I was 12 years old.
Who'd you go with? Your brothers?
I was wearing a guinea tee. I had like I went with my babysitter and my cousin. Yo, it was the best. Akon and Gwen Stefani, dude. It was unreal.
Akon and Gwen Stefani.
I remember it was a real scene. Like I've seen people like wasted for the first time. I was seeing people like out of control at this one place, and it was like scary.
Yeah.
I was like, where am I, dude?
People do go when they go to a concert. People let loose,
dude. It's like no more rules. I'm like, what is going on? So I was like, straight up rap, hip hop, like all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And my pops, he just always tried, dude. And one day, my buddy like calls me. He's like, "Yo, we're going to this concert. I have an extra ticket." Blah blah. And it was like Fish, the band Fish.
Fish.
And like, dude, what are like? Come on, man. Like, I'm not going to this. And like, I remember going to that show and like hearing instruments for the first time, like actual guitar,
live,
and actual drums and bass and keyboard. Like, dude, it started. It wasn't even the band. It was more those, just hearing those live instruments. I was like, wow, this is incredible. Like, what have I been doing? And it got me into but then I was just into that Fish for a little bit. And then I finally started to expand my horizons and like realize what music came from, like blues and, you know, jazz, and like started falling in love with that stuff. And then, so it was, you know, all that stuff. And then, you know, now I'm just
totally engrossed. So when did you start playing guitar? Is that the first instrument you played with guitar?
Yeah. I started playing guitar like senior year of high school.
Oh, okay.
My dad and my buddy my dad was playing trumpet, my buddy was playing the drums, and they were at my house. And
bad notes, baby.
And I was so pissed because I was like, dude, this is fucked up. Like, I want to play. Like, I don't know how to play anything. Like, I'm just sitting here, and there was a guitar that my uncle left in my basement because he was like, you can't force him to play. You just got to leave it there, and maybe he'll pick it up. And it's my godfather. Shout out to my Uncle Tony. And he left that guitar, and I went in the basement and grabbed it and had my dad show me like one chord and just started slamming on that chord so hard, like thinking I was a rock star, dude, in the backyard, like while they were jamming. And I just fell in love with that. And
your dad must have been stoked, dude. He was so proud.
But at first he was like, "Ooh, can you go maybe practice in the other room, Anthony?" It was pretty nice.
No bad notes, Dad.
Yeah. But he was like, "You got to learn rhythm at least first." I didn't know anything, dude. But I just fell in love with music, and like, I've always been in love with music, no matter what I was listening to. But it's just my music horizons have expanded a lot.
So you listen to everything pretty much.
Yeah, I listen to everything except
that's one thing I don't listen to jazz or anything like that. Heavy metal and jazz. Yeah, I don't really listen to.
I like jazz with like the horns and the keys, and it's just some guitar. I don't know, it's nice, but I can't listen to it for like hours on end. I love
ska, dude. Ska, bro. I like ska.
Ska's chill. I
don't like ska, dude.
Do it for like 3 minutes.
My buddy, last time I was at my buddy's boat.
Song. It's a little aggressive, some ska songs. They're like,
I was like, I can't listen to this anymore. Like, don't listen for like an hour with him. Yeah, something like that. Like real mellow. Like he's like not singing, dude. He's just talking almost.
I think it was the first time I heard like
hear the rhythm.
First time I heard like Jimi Hendrix, I was like, holy shit, dude. Like, what is going on here? And I was like, I got an electric, like,
yeah.
I remember getting electric. When I got an electric guitar, I thought like, I was still awful at guitar. I was only playing guitar for like 2 months. And I thought like immediately when you switch to electric guitar, you could just like play that shit, right? Like your chords will sound like that, like right. I just didn't understand any of it, and it was just such a learning process. But you know, you can't just buy an electric guitar and be Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, Jimmy, dude.
Oh man,
chop it down.
The edge of my
I don't. Yeah, I never got too into Jimmy. Yeah,
not into Jimmy.
Sing it up.
You gotta get into Stevie Ray Vaughan. He's the OG.
I never was like. Not till like the last maybe 5 years where I started like really getting like appreciating like that guitar kind of music where it's really heavy guitar.
I think you would like B.B. King.
B.B.
King.
Maybe.
Dude, he's got good lyrics.
I like really cheesy music, dude. Like country,
no, I know,
like cheesy country song. I'm a sucker.
You really are.
I'm a sucker for it.
We're skating in the cold, and Dan puts on the country music to warm us up.
Yes, dude. I love it.
Oh, man. I'm going to a comedy show tomorrow.
Oh, wait, what? Who are you going to see?
I've never been to a comedy show. I've been to one comedy show as my buddy, and it was actually awesome. But I'm going to see this guy. My cousin hit me up and asked me if I wanted to go. My cousin Clark. And I was like, dude, hell yeah. Tim Dillon.
Yeah, I've heard of that name. Yeah.
He's supposed to be funny.
Super good, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like that live stuff, whether it's comedy or music. Like when I go to a concert,
it hits
90. Yeah, it hits me so hard. And like most of the time, dude, I don't even like dance or anything. I'm literally just listening because I get like engrossed.
I do like a little head bob.
Yeah, I'm just like, this is amazing. It is seriously like amazing. And there's like freaking 20,000 people, and it's just like fucking beautifully played music, and it just moves you, dude. It's so good.
That's the other thing I fell in love with was just going to shows. Like I
gotta go more, dude.
It resets you. It does something to you. Like going to a live show is incredible. It's an experience, to say the least. I
hope dude, that stuff opens up fully this summer, dude, because I want to go into some concerts, dude.
I know. I need to be playing some more shows too.
There's a great venue here. It's like an outdoor venue called Pine Knob.
Oh, it's sick.
And it's like the classic, like down. There's like close to the stage and probably like 50 or 30 rows where it's like seating, and then above that's just like a grass hill.
Yeah,
like the cheaper ticket. Yeah,
that's where we always chill. It's the best. It's a good spot because you don't.
People get loose up there on the hill, dude. I remember being a kid and like there was like people in front, like just on a blanket, and there's like some dude just like vomiting, like puking in front of us. I'm just like, what is going on?
I saw at the Akon and Gwen Stefani concert.
Yeah, people are going in too deep.
That's what it was. There was a girl like throwing up, and then she came up to my cousin, was like, "You stole my phone," and my cousin was like, "What are you talking about?
Dude,
never met you in my life." And it was just, I remember being so fascinated with everything that was going on. Like what is this?
Yeah.
And then I did the worm in the parking lot. That was nice. I was like super into like dancing, dude, like break dancing and shit. Like thought I was.
What kind of shirt did you have on? You said
a guinea tee, like
what is it?
No sleeve, like tight. Like white undershirt type things, like Eminem used to wear. Like
Whoa. I don't know. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's like a tank top, but it's an undershirt tank top, basically. They'd be
it's super tight tank.
Yeah,
All right, yeah. Okay.
They'd be like Hanes or something. You get them.
Gotcha. Yeah. Giddy jeans.
Yeah, that's what they call
doing the worm at like 12 in the party.
Dude, I was like, because I was so into breakdance, I thought I was gonna be like the next like freaking pop star or something. I was like, what am I? I used to put headphones on and dance to the songs and shit.
Yeah.
It's
amazing.
That was dork.
It's amazing, dude. Let's see where we're at.
That's right.
I think that's about it, dude.
Be yourself and have fun and
do the worm, dude.
Do the worm.
Sick. Thank you all for listening. Hit me at dan@4badeyes.com. Email more questions, and then 4 Bad Eyes across the board.
Shout out to Blake for his question.
Yes, thank you, Blake.
4badeyes.com. You can find everything.
And then Dan the Mancina across all platforms as well.
That's right.
ASF Vision across all platforms.
Love y'all.
Yeah, keep pushing.
One love, baby.
Yeah, talk to y'all next Sunday. Sick.
Keep pushing, and one love from 4 Bad Eyes.